Good morning, Miss Layton students. Remember last fraction videos we ended with this equivalent fraction poster? Well, today we're going to talk more about equivalent fractions. Come on over to the table and I'll show you what we need for this lesson. Let's get rid of that. So we're going to actually be making some fraction bars, and what we need are some construction paper in different colors. We need a ruler, pencil, scissors, and markers. What you're going to need is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fraction strips. Let me just show you how one goes about making a fraction strip. These are 2 inches wide. So what I do is I put the ruler down and I mark 2. And then important to go on the other side and mark 2 inches. And then what you can do is you connect those dots. We want these to be the same size so we can compare the fraction bars. And we go like this. And then you just cut them. So here we can get rid of that and that. And then you would cut, cut, cut. So here we have all of our fraction bars. Okay? What we're going to start off with is 1 whole. So we are going to use, I'm going to use this purple marker. Get here in my mouth. And I'm going to write 1. And we're going to write whole. We're going to put that right up here. So the next fraction bar we're going to make is we're going to make halves. So what you do with that is you just fold it in half. Here we go, 1 fold. Right, Ride?
Right.
I have my rider here. So if you fold it once, look at it, makes 2 parts. See that where that folded is? And one of these parts is 1 out of 2. So we'll write that 1 out of 2, 1 half. And then the other part is the same, 1 half. So we'll put that up there. I'm going to cut these in a little bit. Actually, let me cut them right now. And I'm going to snip. We usually do this activity in our classroom, but remember the school building is closed right now, so I thought I'd bring it to life for you here. So the next one we're going to do is 1/4 or fourths. So the way you do that is fold it in half once, and then you just fold it in half again. So 2 folds, and it should, and you want to just make sure it's really, really folded. And if you open it up, 4 parts. So we are going to name these. One of them would be 1 out of the 4, 1/4. This one is 1/4. This one is 1/4. This one is 1/4. If we showed you just these, what would this be? Rod, do you know? 1/4 and 1/4.
2/4.
Yes, 2/4. So look, I'm going to cut these on the line. Cut. Try to really stay on that line. And you notice they're all equal parts. Fractions are equal parts. We're going to leave a space there for a reason. I'm thinking you all are going to know why. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to stick with our half folds. We are going to make 8s. So the way you do that, ready? Folding once in half, folding twice in half, and folding 1 more time. Look how small those fraction pieces are. And when you open it up, it's 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these are called, I'm feeling like you would know. This will take me a minute. 2 8s. We have another 8. 3 8s. 4 8s. I'm going to make my 8s different now. You all know I make those 8s sometimes with the circles, right? There we go. We're going to cut these. If you have construction paper, you could do this lesson, but this is not required. I just wanted to show you and to talk to you about equivalent fractions, and this is the best way I know how to do it. So there, we're going to line these up. Okay, so now I left 2 spaces. So we are now going to do thirds. So let me show you how to, this is a trickier fold. So what you do with thirds is you fold it in towards the other side, and you fold that other side. Did you see what I did? I'm not describing it good, but fold it towards the other, fold it, and you just make sure they're touching, and then you crease it. Right like that. It's not going to be perfect, but what is perfect? Remember we've talked about that? So look at, when you open it up, 3 equal parts, and one of those parts is 1 out of 3, or 1/3. Here's your second one, and who knows what my last fraction is going to be, they think. So we'll put 1/3 in here, the thirds. Ryder, do you think you know?
Yeah.
What's going to go right here?
Either sixths or 12. No, yes, sixths.
I like that. 6 it is. So what we do is we stick with that same folding technique, bring one side to the other, and you kind of just maneuver it so it's like kind of like touching each side, and you go and you crease it right like that. And for 6, what you do is you just do a half fold, and that's going to come out to be 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll label those. This is probably my best fraction chart that I've ever done. Usually I'm a little more sloppy, but I'm really trying to be neat today. So we're going to snip those. And then we're going to take a look at some equivalent fractions. Fractions that are even, or equal, I should say. So we put this in. Okay, so there is the chart. Okay. So now what I want to look at is I want to see what fractions are equal to a half. And if you look down the way, there's a lot of them. Ready? I'm going to pull them aside. So 1/2, and watch this. If you take 2/4, look at that. So we could say 1/2 is equal to 2/4. Let me grab this paper and I'm going to write that out for you. This is how it would look. You would write 1/2 is equal to 1/4, 2/4. So 2/4. That's how that would look. Let me get another fraction. Let's try 3 of these. Ready? So if you look at that, so now we could say 1/2, Ryder, is equal to how many sixths?
1/2 is equal to 3/6.
Yeah, you got it. 3/6. So, okay, I'm going to pull up these. Ready? I'm kind of doing this for you, but we're learning about equivalent fractions. So look at this. We have 1/2, and we pull our eighths over. How many eighths equals 1/2? So we have 1/2 equals how many eighths, Ryder Woodall?
How many eighths?
Yeah.
4.
4/8. So that's what I wanted to show you today, is that we have fractions that equal one another. And the best way to discuss this and to learn more is to have a visual model.
Aren't 12ths fractions too?
Yeah, yep, there are 12s, but for this project we just did it we just did it up to 8.
I just didn't know.
Thank you for asking that question. So I just want you to know, thank you for listening in, and I'll have an activity sheet in our OneNote math notebooks for you to finish. Thank you.